Hey, what are you doing on August 8th of 2025? If you're free, it's a Friday. I want to invite you to my upcoming live event with my friend Christine Monroe. We are going to be doing a live podcast, gathering an epic group of visionaries, leaders, and entrepreneurs together and having an incredible Friday evening together. So if you're free, you want to come, you want to be part of a live podcast conversation, we're going to be talking about everything from brand building and leadership and just really standing out in this new paradigm. I really want you to come. So grab your ticket in the show notes of this episode, and I cannot wait to see you there. There will be limited seats available, and it's from 3 to 7 p.m. on Friday, August 8th. Again, August 8th is the Lionsgate portal, so you know it's going to be magical. So make sure you grab your ticket. I can't wait to see you there and meet you in real life. Now, without further ado, let's dive in. Brianna Galm, what's going on, girlfriends? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I am so excited. And you're the first guest that we are having in my home studio setup, which has been traveling in Austin, Texas. So I'm so glad that I have a Texan in for the Texan studio.
Mm-hmm. You got the Texas license plate,
I
so
know.
It works out.
I basically live here. Actually, my address is here. You know this. But I'm like, I've always been a Texan at heart, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So where do we want to start? I feel like we have such history and it's so cool. Like
Agreed.
having you on the show in such a different iteration than when I first met you. Like,
Absolutely.
I feel like right now, even in your outfit, I'm like, yo, you are living in your expression and it is so cool. You're glowing. Your outfit is on point. Guys, if you're not watching on YouTube or watching these clips, like you're a whole fucking vibe. And you styled me at my first styled shoot. I mean, so much has happened for you once you let go of your old identity and we're just like, I'm fully stepping into what I love.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
tell me more.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Well, a little background, I guess. I met Sam on Instagram, but I was looking into doing a food freedom course and she took a course.
Oh shit, right. It was like the Institute of Psychology of Eating.
But it was really weird because I was on their feed and then I went to their tagged posts. You were in their tagged posts and you were a graduated student from that course. So I reached out to you and said, hey, do you have feedback on the course? And then that's how we connected. And so I think it's weird. Divine timing, right? But
yes.
I met you for a purpose. I think like it wasn't just like I stumbled upon you.
Yeah.
Like I started following you. I know. So I think it's funny. And I was in a place in my life where I was struggling with my body image and I had overcome a lot. And I really wanted to step into that space of teaching other women about how to be more confident in their skin and their body. And it worked for a little bit, but it didn't feel authentic to me. And I don't think I knew the vehicle that I needed to use in order to help women feel more confident in their skin.
Ooh.
And so I dabbled in the body image coaching. I dabbled in coaching in general, and it just didn't feel right. I think I've talked with Jordan about, if you guys don't know Jordan Hutchinson, she's our photographer, Sam's photographer.
Amazing. She'll be on the show eventually.
She always says, she's like, I just don't identify with the word coach. And so I feel like for me too, it was something that I really felt like I didn't identify with. And so we went on your retreat. I worked with you in your mastermind a couple years ago. And then I went to Cabo with you and a bunch of amazing women on your retreat.
How sick was Cabo?
It was amazing.
I'm like, can we repeat that? That was so fun.
And I think that just a group of women, it was great. But I got back from that trip truly feeling so different. Like I just needed to step into a different version of myself. And so I let it happen and I wasn't in a rush. And I just kind of like landed in this place of personal styling. And here I am still helping women feel more confident in their skin and their body. Something that I want to teach more women is that you don't need to be confident first before you can step into a style that feels yours or authentic. It can be the vehicle that you use to feel more confident, right? And so I'm here and I'm doing the damn thing and I'm inspiring women every day. And so that's truly my goal, is to just inspire women to step out of their comfort zones with their style to help them feel more confident navigating the world.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting you say that. I feel like you are somebody who it's like the mission was always the same, but the vehicle in which you entered into the mission is different. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people need to hear, which is like, if what you're doing isn't working, air quotes, it's not that you're not supposed to do it. It's just you might need to go at it from a different angle or approach.
Yes.
And I think that that's like, I have goosebumps when I say it, because it was almost like the second you claimed that, when we were sitting at the fucking pool in Cabo, I remember it. I still have a video clip in my Dropbox of you saying what you were doing, and you had a thrift store and you were styling women and blah, 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 blah. And I could see it and feel it. And I was like, holy fuck, that's going to come true. And look at you. That was a year ago.
Yep.
You now have a full blown personal styling business where you are going in and you are taking these incredible impact driven entrepreneurs and you are styling them and making their brand feel like them. You did that for me. I mean, was I your first client?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're my first client.
Bitch, you were my first client. Oh my God. I mean, I was your first client. I remember when I reached out to you, I was like, I like saw the 5-year vision for you. I was like, dude, you are going to be styling huge people. You just need to fucking do it and go. So thank you for styling me first.
Absolutely.
Because the amount of compliments I have had on that shoot, you and Jordan doing your magic, I'm like,
it was magical. It was truly like such a surreal experience. And I get goosebumps and I don't want to cry on here, but it was a really, I remember I called like Garrett after the day was over, and it was just like, well, you booked the studio for 8 hours. So we were there 8 hours, and then we went to dinner. And I just remember feeling so alive afterwards, and like being in the hotel room and I called Garrett and I was like, Garrett, that was just, it was magical. Like I was in my element. You were my first client. I did not feel as though I was so confident. And I think I nailed it. And I mean, not to toot my own horn, but yes, tooting it.
Yes, toot it, girl.
It worked out. You looked phenomenal. It felt so real and authentic to me. And I think that that's what this should be. And I think a lot of us get caught up in, well, if they're doing it, it should work for me too. But we have to go back and really ask ourselves what it is that we're doing and why we're doing it. And I think a lot of us get caught up in the, the internet and everyone claiming or saying that they're making this much money. And I think it's hard to comparison. We compare. And it was truly such an amazing experience. And from that moment on, I was like, this is what I'm supposed to fucking do.
Yeah. So, okay, I want to talk about that, because I know that feeling after I've had that feeling, then fell away from that feeling, and then I rehab that feeling again. And I can tell you, it is the best feeling in the world. It feels like a permanent orgasm. It's this like shock. I mean, it is. It's like the shock of aliveness and like life force energy that is pulsing through your body, that you're like, I am in my fucking purpose and genius. And like, you feel like a mad scientist. Like, at least that's how I feel when I'm in that energy, where I'm like, oh yeah, like there's nothing that's not possible.
Yep.
And then you have these wild synchronicities. So I'm curious, for you, when you were not in that state of alignment or aliveness, like, how did you handle that? Because I know for me, the last few years have been a really wild coming home to self. Like me just like being like, what am I fucking doing? You know? And coming back to like what I love and being myself and dressing like me. You helped me with that. And just doing me, you know? And it's like, I want to talk about this because I don't think there's enough conversations about what happens when people get out of alignment. And it's not like we're doing it on purpose. You know, it's like sometimes our ego, or we see someone else feeling lit up and we want to feel that way. And so we're like, oh, maybe they have the codes. But the truth is, like, you're the only one that has the codes, because you're the only one that knows what aliveness feels like in your body, you know? So it's like, I want to talk about this. I don't know what, but it's just, this is so real for so many people when they are finding their purpose and their path. And when you find it, it's like,
really
speechless.
And we can start by me saying that after your Cabo trip, that was late December, or it was early December, but then like, December's a lot, holidays, I didn't really do much, but the new year started. It was last 2024. And I remember saying, I am not hiring a coach this year, because for 3 consecutive years, I worked with somebody, including you, and you were my favorite and most impactful coach that I worked with. And I'm very thankful for that. But I just needed to trust myself and learn how, because I can be 100% honest with you and say that I never really ever learned to trust myself. I'm about to be 30 tomorrow.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I'll be 30 tomorrow. And 2024 was the year that I began to trust myself.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. I think it's something that we learn forever and ever and ever. But the year that I decided not to hire a mentor or a coach was the year that I rocketed in my business, right? And I'm not talking just money here. I'm talking about feeling so aligned with what I'm doing and feeling the people feel the alignment too.
Yes.
Because I feel like when we are not our authentic selves and we're selling on the internet, people know that you're not being authentic. And for so long, I wasn't being authentic. I knew it deep down, but I saw everyone else succeeding doing the exact same thing so I was like, if they're doing it, I can do it too.
Sure.
And one of my best
and you're
friends,
determined as fuck. So
I'm the most resilient
you're like,
person
I'm gonna
I
figure
know.
this shit out. Like, I get it. Believe me.
I am the most resilient person I know. My cousin has told me that time and time again. She's like, Brie, sometimes I watch your Instagram stories and girl, you just don't give up. And I'm like, I love that about me.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's why I was drawn to you. Honestly, when you reached out to me, I was like, oh, she's got it.
Yeah.
Not everyone has the tenacity needed to be an entrepreneur.
No,
truly.
It's tough. It's tough. But it was just that moment of, I need to learn, because if I don't learn, even working with you, I remember you told me one time, you were like, Brie, take a breath. What feels good for you? Like, I'm not going to give you the right answer. You can ask me, I'll give you advice, but take a breath, step away from like what you're looking at and just like lean inward. And I remember that often. And I remember I was sitting on the toilet when you like sent me the voice memo too. I remember like the exact
what do you mean?
moment.
When I invited you?
No, you said, take a breath. I was in our chat, in our mastermind.
Okay, yeah. Like in Slack or Telegram or whatever?
In a Telegram,
I was messaging you?
yeah.
Okay.
And I sent a message like having a crisis, because I had a lot of those when we worked together.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember the exact thing. You said, Brie, maybe don't put how much things are yet on your story, because we don't really know yet. So just say I'm inviting you in, but don't put anything as far as prices goes for this specific thing that you're going to launch.
Okay. Yeah.
And I had already posted it. And I was like, oh my God, do I have to delete it? What do I do? I was freaking out. I truly was freaking out. And I remember sitting on the toilet in my master bathroom and being like, oh my God, what do I do? Do I delete it? Do I go back? And you're like, Brie, you said this in the message, take a breath. You don't need to delete it. Walk away and just like trust yourself, right? Like you didn't say that, but that's what you were implying. And what I did in every mentorship, now that I look back, I was always asking for permission.
Yeah.
I was always asking, like, do you recommend this? And if you said no, I wouldn't do it. And if you recommended it, I would do it even if I didn't want to. And none of it felt authentic ever.
Yeah.
And so it's just 2024 was the year truly that I started to trust myself. Yeah. I just went at it without feeling like I had a game plan. And I think sometimes I'm the type of person who's like, oh, I need to have quarter one planned and quarter two planned and what's going to happen in quarter three. And then I ended up working with a business coach who was very like that. And I'm also very multi-passionate. I'm a manifesting generator. I don't know what I'm eating. Like, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Yeah. And I don't want to know, because I want it to just be whatever happens, happens. And so 2024 was really the year that I was like, this is the year I learned to trust myself. I didn't hire a mentor. I went through the motions and just made decisions by myself. I would talk about them with Garrett, talk about them with myself in the shower, and make decisions. And through everything has been a learning lesson. And the more I fail, the more failure doesn't fail. Failure becomes part of the process and less about the outcome. It's just part of my journey. And it's become really beautiful. And I think I might have gone on a tangent, but we talked about trust.
Yeah. No, but it's funny that, so like I, even just as watching you, right? Cause like, obviously once we wrapped up our work together, like I study you, you know what I mean? I'm watching, not in a creepy way, just like in a, what's up. And it was so cool to witness you. I could feel that sense of like your inner authority, rather than putting the authority outside of your body. You started putting the authority inside of your body again and trusting yourself. And it was almost like everything that you talked about poolside in Cabo, you were like, this is what I want to do. What? You know, it's like sometimes we just literally need a pattern interrupt and create space to see and get real with ourselves. Dude, it's the same fucking thing with this show. With this show, I have always told myself, oh my God, I want to be on TV. I want to have a talk show. I want to have epic people on. What the fuck was I waiting for? You know what I mean? I was waiting for someone to give me the baton to be like, okay, Sam, you're ready. That never happened. And I'm like, why I never bought all this equipment, I don't know. But I clearly wasn't actually ready to do it then. When I bought all of this equipment, I was like, I'm going to do the home studio. I'm going to record in studio. I'm going to have epic humans on. We're just going to fuck around. It's going to be the best show out there for all the things, spirituality, entrepreneurship. When I just decided that, I was like, boom, bam, boom, 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 boom. And I didn't ask anyone, you know? Yeah. And like, I'm in a mastermind now, but like, I don't ask for help. I just there for the people, you know? And I think that there's a certain point in your entrepreneurial journey where you mature enough to know that nobody knows the fucking answer. Correct. It's just who's the vibes you want to be around, you know? Exactly. What are the rooms you want to get into, like who you want to collab with, whatever.
And I want to make that clear too. I think that, right, if you're in a space in your life where you feel like you are constantly seeking external validation or seeking other people to give you the answer, maybe it's time to step back and learn to like lean in and trust yourself. Yeah. But spaces and who you let sit at your table and who you surround yourself with, I think is so crucial in our entrepreneurial journey. Yeah. So I will continue to put myself in spaces where there are powerful women. I don't think that hiring a mentor is not something I'll ever do again. I do think it's something that I will eventually do again. But I do think that a lot of times we get so caught up in, well, this person helped me, but, you know, and then what's the next thing? Who's the next person that can help me? This person. And you said something earlier that resonated about we want to help people. And so we are influenced easily because we're in a space of like vulnerability and we feel like, ugh, how do I get to this place that I want to be to help people, right? This person says that they can help me do that, so I'm going to trust them. But sometimes it's like, wait, what do we actually, like, how do we think we can actually help people without maybe seeking the answer elsewhere? And so...
Yeah, dude, it's so real. I think that there's a huge collective awakening around this, like a lot in the industry. And even I've experienced that personally where I'm like, yeah, no, like it's just vibe. At this point, it's straight vibes for me. It's like vibe check. You know, we don't need anything. Yeah, obviously I'm always learning and reading shit and courses and like little things here and there. But at this point, I think, and it seems like you're kind of at that same place where you're like, no, it's just about like, what rooms do I want to get into? Yes. What events do I want to go to? I want to meet people. Like for me, 2025 is the year of collaboration and just physical, like in the room. You know, I'm like, let's fuck it up in person. Like, let's do cool shit. Even with the show, I'm like, all right, we're going to just take it on the road and I'm going to just meet as many humans as possible on the road that are cool, that have a story to share. And I want to just talk with them.
Love it.
I'm like, yeah, man, you know, but like nobody could have told me this. No. And it's the same with you. Nobody could have told you, oh my God, you have such a good sense of style. Oh my God, you know how to style people, because who would know that unless you told them? Correct. You have to own that and actually go inward and like ask yourself what's bringing you joy, what lights you up, what comes natural to you. Yes. What have you done since you were a kid? I'm going to assume that when you were a kid, you were probably getting dressed up in all the crazy wild outfits and colors and eclectic and doing your hair. Yes. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was the one that was filming music videos and pretending I was on TV and inviting my parents to come watch my performance. So it's like, it is in you. And I think that there is a clear shift happening, like collectively for people in their journey of not doing things to get validation or for money. It's not about the external anymore. It's not going to work. Like eventually it's a house of cards. It will fall apart because people's real intentions will be shown. It's who are the people that are living in their joy and excitement? Because that is super magnetic. When you're in your bliss and you're like, I love doing this. Oh my God. Oh my God. People feel that. And then they're like, wait, I want to come over there. You seem like you're having so much fun. And I think if we have this paradigm that's like, I need to struggle to succeed, then we struggle to succeed. But if we're like, the more fun I have, the better everything is, which is a core belief of mine. But I had a hard time trusting that. Like I knew it mentally, but I wasn't living it fully. I was in fitness. Then as soon as I got into business and shit, I was like, it's just influence. It's pure influence of people telling you things.
Yes.
And I said to Kurt, I think this was end of 2024. I was like, I need to like detox myself. And, I went through a whole unfollowing spree and I'm like, no, anyone that claims to have the answer is not it. Like, I know that that's actually perpetuating the repression of women's power. Yep. Like, cause it's a lot of women doing it to women, whether it's conscious or not. And I'm like, no, we are all fucking powerful and talented. You have a unique skill set that can help me. I have a unique skill set that can help you, period.
Yes.
Right. And when we start to see each other on this, like, yo, you're the tits, I'm the tits. Let's make some.
Yes.
I don't know. I was going to say tits. Let's make some titties together. Yeah. But like, yeah, it just feels so refreshing. And it's this feeling of relief. I don't know. I've been feeling that super deeply. I feel like, I don't know. It's in your energy too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh,
I mean, Sam, I mean, there's this level of confidence that I did not have a couple years ago when we first started working together. Like I was truly I was struggling with my own confidence, and through coaching, right? I think like coaching on confidence, we also gain confidence too. Totally. I think it's like, I think that's part of it. But I mean, it's been a wild ride, and this year's it's been fun. And when I stop, the whole unfollowing thing, I just mute whoever you start comparing yourself to. Like that's my advice or like my suggestion for anybody. It's not because we don't like the person. It's not because we have anything against them. It's just when you start to compare, recognize that, right?
Yeah.
Accept it. It's all right. But like, we can't keep doing that because it's just stealing our joy, right? I'm not going to quote like, comparison is the thief of joy, but I mean, it is. Yeah. And so I do the muting thing. Like if I'm like, oh my God, why are they this? Like if I'm comparing myself at all, I'm like, okay, no, we're stepping back. But what's my why? Always going back to my why. And I told you about this earlier before we started recording, but sometimes I get caught up in like, okay, I haven't sold anything this month, so how can I sell something right now? And then I'm like, wait, whoa, girl, like this is not what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this because of the impact that I'm creating and inspiring women to step out of their style and gain confidence with their style. And so I have to remember my why. Like, okay, let's ground ourselves. I'm coming from a place of not the real reason why I'm doing this. I saw this other person that they sold all these things this month and I haven't sold anything. And now I'm comparing, and now I'm going to type this thing out about how this sale that I'm having, when in reality, I actually don't want to do this. It's like, whoa, like, let's take a step back. What's my why? My why is inspiring women, and I'm doing that every single day. Yeah. And so that is powerful for me, because for the longest time, it was always coming from a place of lack, or they're making more than me, they're selling more than me, why am I not getting enough clients, money, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, yes, I'm a business, and yes, I need to make money. But at the end of the day, I would rather die and people be like, that woman inspired me, than die and like have $1 billion suit on my body in my grave. I mean,
girl, amen to that. What I'm also hearing is like this conversation around like timeline and pace.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like so this, I started running an ultra marathon last September, and I didn't know why I was signing up for it, other than the fact that I needed a hobby and I needed something to exert a lot of physical energy. I think subconsciously I knew something big was coming.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, I got to push myself and expand my capacity. But the thing that ultra running taught me, which I didn't learn until maybe 3 weeks into my training, is that ultra marathons are not about how fast do you go. Because if you're running super fast out the gate, you're going to burn out and you're not going to be able to run 50 miles or whatever the mileage is, right? It really is a game of pace and strategy. And I had such a fucking like humbling experience because, you know, out of college, I was running like 5Ks and just having fun. You know, I would run like freaking 7-minute 30 miles, right? I don't even know if that was good at the time. But then I started running in my 30s and I was like, why am I running a 10-minute mile?
Yeah.
Right. And that was an easy pace. Personally, that was an easy pace for me. But I was like, my coach was like, no, like you want to run conversational pace.
Okay.
And my ego was like, why? Like, why are we not running faster? You know, like I can go faster. I could go faster. And this is, I'm going to make the comparison to sales in a second because I'm like, if I can go faster, why am I not going faster? But when I learned the game of ultra marathoning, I was like, oh, if the strategy is to get to the fucking finish line and to actually enjoy the process, if I start sprinting my first few miles, how am I going to run up that mountain where there's like 2,000 feet gain of elevation? I'm not going to have the energy or capacity. I'm going to already feel defeated before any obstacle hits me.
Yep.
And the more I ran, the more I recognized that it's not about going faster because like, why, you know, like why? And I am a competitive person, but I was so competitive prior to running these ultras that I'm like, I say ultras as if I've run multiple. I've run one. Okay. I have another one signed up, but it's only a 30K. So it's not even a marathon. But the point that I'm making is that I took that as a parallel in entrepreneurship. Now, do I move fast? I do. Do you move fast?
Yes.
You do. But we like our standard of fast is like somebody sprinting all out on like every day, right? Yeah. And I think when we're high achievers and we are these high performing entrepreneurs, we feel like we're going slow and we're going so fucking fast.
You're absolutely right.
and that's how I felt running. I was like, I'm going so slow. Now, what's crazy, dude, is when I was checking in with my coach, because we had to like post some of our stats and stuff, and I shared my mileage or like my pace, everyone was like, oh my God, that's so fast. My perception of that was, I'm slow as fuck. I feel like a turtle.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, isn't this a parallel for everything else in my life where I feel like I'm slow as fuck. I feel like I'm not there yet. I don't give myself credit, but I'm actually crushing.
Yes.
And ultras completely changed my self-concept because I was like, then I started to see myself as like epic. I'm like, wait a second. First of all, I just ran an ultra marathon. That's cool. And I had to give myself the like validation. I wasn't doing it for anyone else. It was really for me. But then I started doing it in business. And that's when the shift moved away from money. Now I love making money, of course. But for me, anytime I get fixated on the dollars, I go off path.
Yep.
For me, it's always what is lighting me up? What would be super fun? Oh my God, I want to do this. Blah, 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 blah. What's the vision? Money follows that. Wealth follows joy, always. And you are a living testament to it. Like, you're like, I love doing this. I'm so good at doing this. You came in and when you styled me, if I didn't know your story, I would have assumed you had styled hundreds of people. It was like so fucking natural for you.
Yes. Agreed.
Hired again. I'm going to hire you again the next time I do a shoot. And I told you about I told all my friends about you. I'm like, you guys need to hire Brie. She's going to make you feel like a celebrity because you already are, but she's bringing that out in you. It's like when you're in your gifts, that's also where referrals start happening. Yes. That's where recommendations. And what I recognize is when I was in the money game, and that was perpetuated by coaches I had, I wasn't getting that.
Nope.
I wasn't getting the connections and the genuine like, oh my God, this is so epic. I felt depressed as fuck.
Yep.
I was making a lot of money, but I wasn't happy. And dude, money without fulfillment, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. I think Tony Robbins said that.
Agreed.
And it's so painful because on the outside, it's like, I should be happy.
Yeah. And then you kind of get like stuck because you're like, I'm doing so well, so I'm not going to pivot because what happens if all this wealth goes away? And then you're stuck in unhappiness.
Yes.
And that's scary. That's not.
It's very scary.
You don't want that.
Yeah. It's like, it's the same when I stopped like tracking calories. Like I was like, all right, I'm just going to go all in. And then I literally gained like 25 pounds. But I was like, I cannot let food control me anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck my fitness pal. You know, I remember it's 2019. I'm like, thank God COVID happened because I didn't want to be seen. I was like, I need to heal this body of mine. But now I don't think about food and all that. It doesn't control me. And it's the same with money. When you are focused on like the higher frequency shit, which is what we're doing in this conversation, it's like everything else flows. shit just happens. It's like, it is like magic, you know? And you're like blissed out.
Yeah.
Like, and people can feel that,
Agreed.
you know?
Agreed. Absolutely.
Okay. So I want to know, because we haven't talked about this. Like, tell me, with your vision for your company and your brand and like your genius and all that stuff, like, what do you see for yourself?
Oh, I think that this is ever changing.
Yeah.
I think that right now, and we talked about this earlier too, I want to make so many more in-person connections.
Yeah.
I talked about being stuck in like this little like internet bubble, and you know, after COVID, so many people blasted off on the internet because we were all home and during COVID, and let's go back out into the world, like everybody, you know. And if you live in a city with a lot of people, I mean, if you're somewhere where you live a little more remote, I understand. But if you're somebody who can get their booty out into the world, we all need to do more of that. I mean, I'm a people person. Last week, beginning of the week, I was sick. My car was in the shop. I got a new car yesterday, but
and it like matches her outfit. It's so sexy.
Yeah.
I also didn't even know that Honda made what are they called?
An HRV.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a car.
They're badass. Yeah,
because like Hondas like never die.
No, they
Hondas
don't.
and Toyotas like.
So I was home all week last week. I didn't leave the house. I was just like, it was cold. I felt like shit. And then we went out into the world. Garrett and I, we got dressed. We went to coffee, went to have dinner with friends. And then I was like, I'm alive again.
You extrovert.
And then I'm like, what? Like, and well, I think I'm like an extroverted introvert because I do need to recharge and be alone. But I was
if you're alone too much though, do you go like full depressed?
Yes.
Yeah, same.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, Garrett, like, I'm sad. And he's like, okay, like, let's go out and do something. And then afterwards, and poor Garrett, like, maybe this happens with Kurt, but like, for sure, I just start fucking going and going and going. And then he's like, wow. Oh, yeah. And then I'm like having all these like epiphanies and like all these things. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm so smart. Why don't I listen to myself more often? But I was like, I was sad because I didn't leave the house. I didn't go outside. It was cold. And I'm over here like judging myself that I suck and blah, blah, all the things. And I'm like, I just needed to go out into the world and like put on a cute outfit, look fucking amazing like I always do, and go out into the world and just talk to people and be around people. And then I got home and I was like, my cup is full. Yeah. And so just back to what my vision is, right? I this year, and while big pictures have been more comfortable, when I first started working with you, you asked me, what is your like 10-year goal? I'm like, girl, I can't think that far. Absolutely not. Like, I need to just think about tomorrow. But I'm getting more comfortable thinking about like the long-term vision. But this year, I live in San Antonio, Texas, which is just like 60 miles south of Austin. And so I'm in a hub of so many creative humans. And so I want to just be in those spaces with other women, make connections, whether that be because they want to hire me or not. Just make connections, network, put myself in spaces that are uncomfortable for me. Like even coming here, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I feel like last night I was in my head, like, I'm tired. Maybe I shouldn't go. Like, I'm just going to stay in bed today. And I was like, no, you're going because it's uncomfortable. Like speaking, I want to be better at it. And in order to be better at it, what do I have to do? Speak more. Right. And so I got my booty here because I'm like, I need to do these things that are uncomfortable, put myself in the spaces, take up space. And I just want to like meet more cool people because I've met so many cool people online. And unfortunately, I can't see you guys all the time. It's cool that, I mean, we met a couple years ago and I've seen you like 3 times over the last couple of years, but there's so many cool women in San Antonio and in Austin that I can be with often. Yeah. And so this is the year that I just put myself in those spaces, do more in-person events, right? Like I'm talking about collaborating with another content creator in San Antonio. She's like, Brie, like, do you want to host a style board like class or something, whatever. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like, let's do it. Let's collab. Like, I can like do a little like, you know, spiel on like style and then like take a bunch of magazines and like everyone just put together like a style board for 2025.
Dude, I have an idea for you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What if I don't know if there must be local thrift shops in San Antonio, obviously. Yeah. Why don't you have like a thrift, like, why don't you have a thrift store sponsor your event and have them bring out a rack of clothes that you can like get creative with and show people how to style shit?
Well, I have reached out to a couple of my favorite thrift stores that I shop for my clients from, and I hope to do some collaborations this year. So
or like do it at the thrift shop.
Oh yeah. I have so many. I also have so many like ideas for this year, and I have the most ideas that I've ever had in any of what I've done.
Yeah.
And you know that you're following your joy when all of these ideas are just like, and then like talking to Garrett, like,
and then Kurt and Garrett get to be like, yo, you guys are on a different frequency right now. Yesterday, I like something exciting happened. I can't say it yet, but he was like, nice, but like, you know, not really that excited. And I was like, why are you happy for me? He's like, bro. Well, he didn't say bro to me, but he was like, Sammy, I'm just tired. I'm like, he's like, I had a long day at work and like blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I get it. I'm just like on hype, cloud 9 hype energy right now. So I just need to like freaking vomit it out to somebody, and you're the lucky one. And Heffy can't respond to me. I mean, he can, but like not really. So it's so funny. Like, I think when you're in that creative, juicy vortex place where you're like, it is the mad scientist vibes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like I'm like, I could like take all my clothes off, like not really, but like metaphorically, and just be like, all right, we're gonna spread out and like do this and put this on the wall over here, and like I'm gonna, you know, and that's how I've always been. Like, just, you know, the walls are full of all these crazy sticky notes and
love that
creative shit. And there's like incense over there and like 3 coffees, a sparkling water, a matcha. You know, it's wild.
Yeah.
But that's the creative in us.
Yep.
You know, that's like.
Just 2 days ago, Garrett was in the shower, and I walk in I'll open the door, Garrett, and he's like, what? He's in the shower, and I'm like, okay, I have a plan for 2025, and I'm like, this is the year that I go out and make more in-person connections, and I give him the whole spiel, and he comes out of the shower, and then he's like, Bree, I had a vision for you, and I'm like, what? He's like, this is the year you go out into the world and make connections with people. Like, he's like, and I'm like, oh, you're right. Like, it was just funny, but he's the great. But so just, I mean, for this year, that's what I really want. And I want to, you know, big picture, I want to travel all over and just style people. Like, I would love to host, you know, I'm going to be in Denver this week. I have all of these available spots for personal styling sessions. Whether we go to or, you know, it's 2 hours. We do an hour of shopping and then an hour of kind of like game planning, maybe what you want your style to look like.
Yeah.
And I book up those appointments for Denver, and then we're going to Boston, and then we're going to New York.
Yeah,
and so
like you go on tour.
I would love to go on tour, and just, I want women everywhere. Let's fucking go to France. All right. But I want women everywhere to just, style is a game changer when you can really step into your authentic self-expression through style. You feel like a different person. I truly believe, like, I'm out in the world looking like my fabulous self all the time, and I see so many kids staring at me, and I'm like, I know I'm doing something right because they
so good.
love the way I look. Like, I'm wearing a funky fur coat in 70 degrees in San Antonio at Target. It's hot pink, and all the kids are just staring at me, and I'm like, hi, like, this is what you could look like too. You don't have to like not take up space, you know. Like, I just want everyone everywhere, men and women, everyone, everybody, to just use their style to take up space. Stop waiting until you lose weight. Stop waiting until you love your body enough. Stop waiting for anything. Start utilizing style as a way to create momentum that will lead to a more confident version of you. And not enough people know that. They don't. And so that's really ultimately my goal, is just to make my way. If I'm stepping on stages and speaking about this, if I'm working one-on-one with people, if I'm hired on to come to like a mastermind with you and talk about this, bring my rack of clothes and let's have fun and play dress up. Quite literally play dress up. Let's do it. Because it is a catalyst to becoming the most self-expressed, authentic version of you. Truly. I do feel that way about style.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's like, so in all of the studying I've done around like the most successful and the most fulfilled people, I think that everyone has an alter ego where it's the most self-actualized version of them. And they usually dress a certain way, talk a certain way, they are a certain way, they have XYZ. And I feel like every time that I've personally tapped into my highest self, I look fly as fuck. It's just the outfits are on point. They complement my builds. They are the right colors for me. And that was one thing that we really workshopped prior to the shoot where you styled me for, was like, I was like, I am not this love and lights, like only neutrals energy. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not me. I tried to be that for a long time. And I was wearing all black when I was in my architecture and design days, because that was like what you were supposed to wear to be successful. Everyone wore all black and glasses. It was hilarious. And I used to judge people that wore color. I used to be like, oh my God, they're not taking their life or their work or their business or themselves seriously.
Okay.
I had this huge story, and this is something that I'm really actively recognizing, of like people that were having fun, people that were doing whatever the fuck they wanted, people that were dressing eclectically. I was like, they're not taking whatever seriously.
Yeah.
And I was like, when did I become a serious person?
Yeah.
Like, when did I have like a stick up my ass and I was like, I need to be this with this? And I think it's just because like a lot of times success is sold as like, it looks like this, right? And so I think it's important for people to find expanders in style, right? I feel like you are a walking expander and permission slip, at least for me, of like, oh, wow, I'm personally never going to go out and think all that you're wearing would work together. But I know if I come to your studio, you will style the shit out of me and I will look hot.
Yeah.
But my brain does not think like this, you know? I'm a visionary for entrepreneurs. I could see your 10-year plan once you shared it at Cabo. I was like, oh, boom, 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 boom. But like, we all have different strengths. So I think it's super fascinating. Kind of like, there's some shadow work, actually, I think, that people have to get to do around like, wait, where am I not allowing myself to be seen? Where am I not allowing myself to wear purple? Where am I not allowing myself to fill in the blank, dye my hair a certain color, wear my hair a certain way, style me, makeup, hair, jewelry, outfits? Like, you put pieces together that I'm like, what? I would have never thought I could do that. Yeah. Right. So it's like the permission slip piece. And I think it's super cool, especially for all of us that have personal brands and that are building something. When your brands really does reflect your essence. And that's the thing that you nailed. And that's why I hired you.
Yeah.
When you have a brand and you are building a product and or a service, or you're doing whatever the fuck you're doing in the world, you're building community. If your brand aesthetic does not match the essence and the energy, it actually sends mixed messages subconsciously to your audience.
Absolutely.
And I know it. When we did our shoot together, and you styled me, I was like, this is the embodiment of me.
Yeah.
And those photos and the B-roll and everything was so me. Yes. It was bold. It was big. It was loud. That's me.
Yeah.
That's the energy. But before, like, I was wearing all black and just not it. It wasn't it for me. I started to attract my people when I just owned. I'm like, yo, I'm like alien meets like creative, wild, like whatever, however you want to put labels, which I don't like to label, but it's just super helpful to see what's possible and see when somebody else sees you. You know, like, you can see, I think one of your gifts is seeing somebody's essence and converting that into style. Yeah. I've never been able to do that. I was like, I remember telling you, I'm like, all right, dude, so it's kind of like streetwear meets hot person meets. I was like, I don't know. What do I say to you? Like, I'm like, but you had to like show me things. And I was like, yes, no, yes, more of that, less of that. Like, I'm like, I like wearing sneakers and like really clunky heels and like sexy clothes meets like kind of eclectic but classy. Yeah. And then you just fucking did whatever you did and you made me a slide deck and I was like, oh my God, this is what I've always dreamed of.
And guys, just to clarify, Sam gave me like nothing.
You're welcome. But this is a testament to how good you are.
Yeah, exactly. And so just through knowing you, stalking you on Instagram, going through there, being like, okay, what colors look great on you? And you also know what colors look great on you. And I'm like, okay, these colors, this vibe, let's mesh it together. And this is Sam. Like, I felt like I still go back and look at that slide deck and I'm like, this is the embodiment of Sam in a slide deck.
Yes.
Like your style at
Yes.
least, right? And so that, yes, I agree. I do think that that's my gift. And I think you have to be like, you are so confident too, that when you put everything on, it also just like,
yes, it felt electric.
Yeah.
Like it amplified who I already was.
Yes.
I do think there needs to be a level of self-awareness on your client's part.
Correct.
Because if they don't know at all anything who they are, and
Yeah.
then it actually is quite hard to style them.
Yes.
Because and maybe there's like, I know you have like the discovery forums and shit like that to help them kind of extract some of that. But yeah, it is like when someone's coming into themselves and going on that self-discovery journey, I think that style is one of the first things that people can start to do is like, all right, don't even think about what it looks like. Just what colors do you feel drawn to, or like what textures or anything, you know?
Style bundles are a great way to explore your style, because a lot of my clients will tell me, Brie, I would have never picked this out for myself, but I love it. That is the beauty of letting someone else style you, or allow someone else to maybe to style you, because they see a different version of you. They're not, we get comfortable wearing what we wear. You know, people are comfortable only wearing black. I can't wear purple. I can't wear yellow. It doesn't match with my skin tone. We have all these style rules that I talk about often, and fuck style rules, I think. And I know there's a lot
fascinating.
I think there's a lot of like, colors do matter. And if you're somebody who really like, is like, I know yellow doesn't look good on me, I don't want yellow, valid. You know, I wear all the colors. I've never done the style and like the color analysis. I would like to see if I'm already doing it without knowing what my color analysis is, but
you're super intuitive.
The beauty behind style bundles is where people fill out like a questionnaire. They pick their size bundle they want. They fill out a questionnaire. They send me a Pinterest board if they want. They give me their sizes, and I go out into the world, typically utilizing secondhand clothes, send them clothes. Most of what people tell me is, holy shit, how did you manage to do all of this? But I would have never bought these items for myself, Brie, and I love them. Yeah. And that is why I encourage so many people who are trying to step out of their style comfort zone. A style bundle is a great way to start, right? And so, because most people, like, again, we get comfortable wearing what we wear, and that's it. And so it's, when you start to experiment with your style, it is uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like edgy.
Yes.
Because you're like, can I pull this off? Especially like, I am a very confident person, and I wasn't always I was definitely very insecure. But when you don't have level 10 confidence, being edgy with your clothes is really challenging. So it's like baby steps, you know?
And earlier you said, something I encourage my clients to do if they don't know where to start. They're like, look, Ray, I don't even know what my style is. I don't know where to begin. I'm like, look, if you were to go into the store and look, what do you gravitate towards to, and why? Do you gravitate towards the black because of all of the style rules that you have picked up along your life, that black, we got to go to the black section because that's all I can wear.
Yeah.
Why do you gravitate towards what you gravitate towards too, right? Like, if you go to the black section, is it because you actually like black, or is it because of all the rules that you've followed throughout your life? Stop there. Think about it. Like, why am I here? And then look around again. Like, where do you gravitate towards to? A client of mine recently told me that she's been having so much more fun with her style. She's bought a couple of bundles from me. She's been in my challenge. She worked, I hosted a challenge, like a step out of your style comfort zone challenge, which I'm hosting again in February. So I don't know if this comes out before February.
Yeah, I actually don't know what's going to come out.
Well, that's fine.
maybe they'll get it.
I'm going to have more because they're really fun. But she said, after all of these, working with you, Brie, like, I go to the store and I gravitate towards the things that I used to gravitate towards when I was a kid.
Yes.
Like cheetah print, leopard print, sparkly things.
Yeah.
And she's a doctor, and her rules are that those things are not professional. I can't wear that. I got to wear a black blazer. No, you don't have to do anything you don't want. There's no rules when it comes to style. It's an art. Style is an art. And that's why I'm good at it, because I'm an artist. Yeah. I've realized that.
Yes.
Anything that comes with a written handbook, I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
I need the fluidity. I need to be able to.
You need spaciousness and like the creativity.
And style, there's no science. It doesn't matter there used to be What Not to Wear, that show.
Oh yeah.
And they're coming back again with a show called Wear Whatever the Fuck You Want.
I love that.
Yeah, I know. And so, yes, it's true. Wear whatever the fuck you want. There are no style rules. You do not have to not pair brown and black. You don't have to pair like navy blue and black. Just wear it. Just wear it.
I do love that about your page, because you like break all the rules. Sometimes I see your outfits, I'm like, oh, girl. And then I'm like, wait, I have a rule. Like I catch myself, because I've learned from you of like, oh, there's like a rule around you can't wear this with that, and like what matches and like blah, blah, blah. And it's so interesting. Like I'm even thinking about what my style is, because I feel like I'm a combo of like comfort meets well, actually, no, you know me. Well, how would you categorize my style?
So I think this is something that I think I call myself like a style chameleon. Because I don't have one style. Yeah. And I truly believe that most of us don't have one.
I like
and
this.
So I think I agree with you. I do think that you have like this outdoorsy feel to you that you implement a lot with like your bloodstone boots, or was that what they're called?
Bloodstone, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then you like you have like, you love free people close. So like we have the bohemian feel and like the hipster feel mixed with like the edgy, like outdoor feel, comfort. But all of those are like so many different styles if you think about it. And I could make you like 3 different, like, really, I truly could make you like a bohemian style guide. And then I could make you like the outdoorsy style guide. And like, so you mesh them all together. So if you think about it, you don't really only have one style, right?
That's fucking fascinating. Yeah. Because I'm like, I have different identities. Like, it's like I have the artist in me, which no one really sees except Kurt, where I get like, I have like booty shorts on and a fucking XXXXLT and I'm just doing my mad scientist shit. And then like, like when you styled me, I don't know what you'd call that, but whatever that was. And then, like athleisure. Yeah. Like I'm always in like cropped hoodies and like, not really leggings, actually like shorts more, but some sort of that. And then, outdoorsy for sure. Cause like I live outside. Yeah. Or used to in the van. So it is interesting to think about these archetypes. Like I've really been interested in archetype work lately. Yeah. And I feel like, there's like brand archetypes that we build into the business and it's super fascinating thinking about it with style. Yeah. Like style archetypes. That could be fun. Do you have a quiz?
It's in the works.
Oh my God. Yeah. That would be super fun for you. I want to take your quiz. Yeah. So let me know it's live.
Yeah. I want to think about it in a different way, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of style quizzes out there. Like you have bohemian look, or you have like
no, but just what you said, it's like, it's not putting people in a box. Yes. It's giving them like you are these things. Yeah. Like, because that just made me have like, oh, I'm so many things. Yes. And that makes my inner child so happy. Where I'm like, oh, I get to be this and then this and then this.
When we were little, right? We were young or like when I was a child, I didn't have one style, right? There was a point in my life where like I wanted to be like tomboyish. Yeah. And I put myself in that box, right?
I did that too.
But it was because of the influence of everyone else doing it, and you wanted to fit in. Like, and I really wanted to fit in. And so, but before that time, like younger me, no, I wasn't worried about like, does this match, or one sock was a different color than another. Like it didn't matter. It was fun. And we've all gotten we all have a stick up our butts about, well, I'm going to this event and the dress code is this. And so I have to go out and find an outfit that's going to like be perfect for this. It's like, actually, no, you don't. I mean, unless it's like a wedding and it's like your sister's wedding and maybe like, you got to wear a black dress. I wouldn't go and wear a white dress, but it's just, this is the year for all of us to like break style rules a little bit. You don't have to dress like me, but just try something that's uncomfortable, go out into the world. And then what do you feel like? Like, are people looking at me like I'm wearing something weird? Why? Who cares? Who cares?
Well, and it kind of goes back to like, there's an inherent, I think, fear of attention for a lot of people.
This is true.
And so when you have more eyes on you, I know for me, when I started dressing a little bit more loudly, let's say, a lot more people started looking at me. Even when, like, when I was like in my like really intense fitness days and I was powerlifting, I would wear like Nike Pro shorts, which are basically underwear outside in the world. And I didn't care. I didn't give a shit. But I would get looks all the time. But that was like a different experience when I started wearing more textures and colors, and people were like, oh my God. And so it does actually, I think that, to your point, I'm starting to see there's like a whole journey of like, okay, you're starting to try on, maybe you start with like accessories and then you start to build your way up. And because if you are somebody who is scared of attention or has told yourself that story, it's time to change that story. But then also be okay with that.
Yeah.
You know, start to welcome and receive that attention, because this is part of like a healthy feminine energy. You know, it's like being seen. And like, I always have my nails done. You commented on my nails. The amount of times when I check out at coffee or any store and they're like, oh my God, I love your nails. It's always a talking point. It carries on to some sort of conversation. It's something I love doing. It feels like me. I look back when I didn't have nails and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't think, it's almost like I didn't think I could have nails, my nails done, or there was a permission piece there of like, I'm not something enough, or I'm not ready enough, I'm not rich enough, I'm not bougie enough, I'm not like them. I put this separation between me and people who had fucking their nails done.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden one day I was like, I'm gonna do that. And then I haven't stopped. And then I give the bug to everyone I know. Like all my friends, they're like, now I do my acrylics every 3 weeks thanks to you. And my husband's like, damn you, Sam. I'm like, you're welcome. I need to be an affiliate for like acrylics generally.
For sure.
But, but it is kind of one of those funny things where once you reclaim that part, you can't go back. You're like, no, that's boring.
And with the whole being afraid to be seen, if you are somebody who is tired of being that way, right? Like, because for the longest time, I really was that way too. I was like, I went through a phase. So in high school, I won best dressed my senior year, like
no shit,
for high school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's cool. I dressed funky, eclectic in high school.
Yeah.
And then after high school is when I started to meet boys, because there were not men at the time, right? I was afraid to wear clothes that were too much because I was afraid men or boys at the time were not going to like me because of what I wore. Really. And there's a whole, like in my photo album where I started to dress more mainstream, like just skinny jeans.
So you were afraid that they weren't going to like you.
Yes.
If
So
you
I
were
had,
yourself.
so I had a lot of, like, I was like I didn't really date in high school. And after high school, like, I just felt like I had a hard time dating. Like it really felt like, and I was very unconfident, truly.
Sure.
And when I asked Garrett, what is the biggest change that I've made all these 9 years we've been together, he was like, you are the most confident version of yourself, like ever. Yeah. And so I was very unconfident. And so I thought that going into the world as my most authentic self would scare away men and boys. Like,
so you had to dim yourself.
I did.
There you go.
I dimmed myself for a long time. And I wore very mainstream clothes, like whatever was in style, that's what I wore because I fit in with everyone else, right?
I did the same thing. And you're saying, the reason why I'm asking you, like, I'm like, oh my God, I did that. I just didn't realize until this moment.
Yeah. And so there's a whole portion of my life where I really was just wearing only moments of my life. Once I started dating Garrett, the rodeo example. So in San Antonio, there's like the stock show and rodeo. That's a place where you can dress funky. And I loved going to the rodeo simply because I could be my 100%
so you
self.
came alive.
Yeah, at the rodeo. Every year, if you look back at all my photos from the rodeo, all of my outfits are funky, eclectic, weird.
I have goosebumps.
Yeah, and so it was this year that I really was like, Brie, you've really been like not wearing what you want because you're afraid of what the world is going to think, what they're going to say. And I'm just tired of that. I've done that my whole life. I've worried about like pivoting my business model. I've worried about what people think about this. It's like, I'm not going to worry about what I wear. That's like one thing that's mine. And I don't care if somebody has something to say. I'm not showing my freaking booty hole or anywhere, like I'm covered up. And so it's just, honestly, when I'm out, I don't even pay attention.
You're just living your life.
At me. I'm living my life at Target, looking at the shampoo, wearing a freaking crazy outfit. And I am not paying attention to anybody because I am just in my element. I'm being me, my most 100% authentic version of me and living. And
I love that.
I encourage anybody who's afraid to take up space to just start little. Like if it's the rodeo, because at the rodeo maybe you don't have rodeo at wherever you live, but if there's an event that you can go to, that you can step into this version of yourself that you might feel uncomfortable, but other people there are also going to be dressed a little funky, you have the permission to do that.
Yeah.
Try that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I love that. Like safe
yes.
options.
Yeah.
Like I feel this with like the dance floor. Like for me, the dance floor was where I was like, yo, I can get weird and twerk and hump shit and like not be judged. You know, I'm like, I just love to move my butt. And it's the same thing. And then what you wear too. And then you start in these smaller, safer spaces, whether it's with your partner or with a few close friends, or you guys do a dinner at home, but you're like, all right, we're going to dress up. And then you start to like go out into the world, and then you really you show up consistently in all places, all spaces.
It's just little by little.
Yeah. And it's beautiful that like I think self-expression and styling and wearing clothes that feel like a reflection of you and your essence in whatever scenario it is. Like someday you might feel really soft and someday you might feel really bold, and like also letting that be okay, because I think I tried to put myself in a box for a while of what's my style. Like what's my one style that I'm going to do forever. Sometimes I am wearing an oversized hoodie and like sweats, and that's my style. And then sometimes I want to look really hot, and then sometimes I'm like outdoor whatever, and then sometimes, and it's like, what if that was okay? You know, like this is the embodiment of the feminine energy, always shifting, moving, making new choices, constantly contradicting herself, which is a beautiful place to be, because then people can't put you in a box. You're like, I am unboxable. I am untamable. Like I am just me fully. And when you really unleash that, that is so fun.
Yep. I agree. I know.
Dude, I'm so stoked for you and for us. I can't wait to see, like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, I'm going to host a live event. You got to be there. We got to get like a thrift store there, and then you style people or like some shit. I don't know.
Let's do it. That's something that I'm dabbling this year. I do want to do little, I was invited to like an event, and they have like vendors at the event. And so set up kind of like a space where I could potentially have like mini styling sessions where people can like fill out, like it's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I have like a bunch of different sizes of certain clothes. Maybe you don't even put it on. Maybe it's more of like, you just like feel, look, what do you like? What are you gravitating to? And play around with that. And so, yeah, I'm down.
That's fun.
I'm game.
Anything
clothes, anything style, anything being able for helping other people step into, again, this version that a lot of times we're afraid to step into. Yeah. I'm there and I'm game.
Yeah. I think that it's so cool because our missions are so similar, but we just have different lenses. It's like me, it's through business and vision and purpose, and you, it's through style and expression. And it's the same thing. It's like alignment and authenticity, you know, which are two like total buzzwords in like the spiritual world, but it's true. It's like, who are you really though? And just do what you love. Yep. It's so simple. People get it really fucking complicated. I know I did. And I think I had to fuck up a lot to be able to teach this, to be like, no, I know what it feels like to not be in alignment. I know what it feels like to dim yourself. And when you are living fully and alive, not only does it like, is it so healing for you, but like it is so healing and permission granting for so many other people.
It is.
Like,
absolutely.
You just go to bed and you're like, hell yeah.
Yep.
Like I'm living, man.
I love it. Yeah. It's a feeling that once you feel, you know, it's like, I'd have never felt this way before in the other couple years that I was dabbling in different, like, you know, body image coaching and confidence coaching. I didn't feel this fire, right? Like this electric feeling that I feel doing what I'm doing. And so, it's awesome.
Yeah. And you're glowing.
Thank you.
Like you can tell when somebody is in it in their eyes, you know, like their eyes are brighter and their face is like, it's wild how there's so many telltale signs. We're just not really taught how to find that and experiment. And it kind of does go back to that fear of judgment. Like if you pivot too many times, or if you feel like if the world knows that you don't know what you're doing. And I've been there, man. I'm like, whoa.
Wait, no, none of us do.
Yeah.
None of us know what we're doing really. I mean, yes, we do. All of us are experts at different things, but we don't know how to, I don't know how to
You're
do
just on a,
yeah.
You're just on a, we're just on a path.
We're
following the aliveness. And
Yeah.
I think that's the kind of one of the core messages here is like, continue to follow the aliveness, whether it's the clothes you put on, the jewelry you wear, the direction of your life.
Yeah.
Like, trust that feeling like when you're a little kid.
Yes.
Because your inner child is the fucking like North Star and the compass, and she's leading you. You think you're leading the little girl in you, and she's leading you.
Absolutely.
You know?
I agree. Little brain man.
Yeah. So cute. All right. Well, let's wrap this up. What do I want to ask you? I want to start asking all my guests a fun question.
Okay.
That I don't know what it is. Do you want to help me come up with it?
Sure.
All right. What do you like? I want it to be like weird, fun, eclectic, kind of wild. Like, I'm like, it's something about like, just, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I was telling my team, I'm like, all right, I want to have a little structure to the show. Okay. I feel like we kind of did, but like at the end, I want to do some like fun rapid fire questions. So maybe we're going to come up with some right now.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. I'm just going to fucking bullshit with you. Okay. Favorite color to wear. Oh my God. Favorite color to wear.
Pink and green. I have a lot of pink and green. Yeah. Ooh, or like separate, but together they look great.
Yeah, it's like watermelon vibes. Yeah. I like that. It's juicy. Okay. The product that you've recently found that you are loving right now.
The e.l.f. blush. It's like a little, it's like I guess it's like a dupe of the Selena Gomez Rare Beauty blush. It's like that like liquidy one.
Yeah.
I love that.
You do a like little finger on
you use a little tip and you just put it on. It's e.l.f. brand and it's only like $8 and it's phenomenal. That's good. Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is fun. we're just gonna go with this. What's favorite seltzer water and why?
Ooh, favorite. I like there's like a Waterloo mojito lime or like mojito vibes. It's like mint lime.
Okay,
I love that one.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you?
This is a good. Yeah. I am a huge Topo Chico fan because the bubbles are so intense and they like make me feel like something inside. And then Spindrift. Okay. I'm like a sucker for Spindrift.
I like the Spindrifts. Those are Trader Joe's has those, yeah?
I think everywhere. They just have like the natural fruit in it. Yeah. And there's no thing on the can that says natural flavor. Natural flavor is not natural, guys. Okay. Yeah. It's not. It's full of other shit that's gonna, I don't know, whatever it's gonna do to you. What's your favorite, like, when you go out to eat, what's your like meal?
I love anything between two buns. I say that often because I love sandwiches, love burgers. I love hot dogs, I guess.
Hot dogs? No. It's like the one thing, it just freaks me out. But
like if it's weird, if it has like a bunch of crazy cool things on it, like a pickle and a onion and tomatoes, and I'm a foodie too. Yeah.
You notice Heffy comes over when you're talking about food. Yeah. He's like, oh, you gonna give me a treat? Pickles. Oh, you gonna give me a snack? Oh yeah, Heffel. Yeah. I know your iced coffee order, but you can share it.
Decaf. Typically, it's a decaf iced Americano because I'm an anxious human and I do not need more caffeine. Decaf iced Americano with some sort of flavor. I'm like really into gingerbread right now.
Oh,
gingerbread flavor with like a splash of half and half.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
I will drink like regular coffee, but I'm cracked out with coffee. Like, more than I need. I'm already cracked out as a human, so I don't need to be more cracked out. And then I'm like, I can't breathe. Why can't I breathe? And then like, well, I fucking haven't eaten, and I've had like 10 cups of coffee.
Oh my God. Okay, what is a trend that you're seeing that you don't think a lot of other people see right now?
Ooh, that's a good one. A trend. Right now, I love that women are wearing oversized clothes because I think a lot of times women think in order for us to look presentable, we need to be wearing something fitted, right? Like I have a small waist, so I need to accentuate that. I have larger boobs, so I want to accentuate those, a butt, and I want to accentuate that. Wearing baggy clothes, I feel like you can look really cool wearing like baggy clothes and it not being fitted. And You're probably more comfortable because I don't like skinny jeans. If you wear them, that's okay. I don't love them. You can't breathe.
Doesn't it feel like you're wearing like your legs are two sausages?
Yeah.
Like, I have a
never,
camel toe and like it's coming off my ankles and I've
never been a fan of skinny jeans, and so again, no hate, no shade, but I also think like we gotta be a little comfortable, you know, and so oversized clothes on women, I think is, if you can make it work, it looks great. You can even wear like an oversized blazer with like a hoodie underneath and like some barrel jeans and a tenny.
Love that.
And some gold jewelry. We're vibing. A cap, like a trucker hat.
Yeah. Okay. I like this. Yeah. We'll do like a few more. Okay. What about like a cheat code for life through your lens? What's like one code you've unlocked? Like you're like, yo.
I think it's really just not caring what people think. I mean, I know that sounds, but that has truly been a game changer for me. It was what held me back for so long. Sometimes still does. And then I gotta like catch myself and be like, Brie, like this is your life. And who cares if they don't, who cares if they're judging? Who cares if they're talking? Who cares? It's your life. You live it. So because it's been so impactful for me and it's really been something that has helped me realize how to be the most me, really it is going to be to stop caring about what other people think and just be you, and however that looks. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, last one is, what is a pretty unpopular opinion that you have? It could be on anything. Something that you might even be scared to share on the show. I hate skinny jeans.
I don't know. That's one, because I know some people will be like, you know, mad about that. I also don't like low-rised things. Like low-rise jeans are in again. You can make it a vibe.
Like a polarizing opinion. Like something that you're like, should I text my friends about this or should I keep this to myself? But we can always cut it out if you don't want it. Don't worry, I'm judgment free.
You know what? I like men that can step into their feminine. I'm okay with this. I think I think a lot of women think that they need like a manly man, like always hard, doesn't cry. No, I'm very attracted to men that are okay with like stepping into their feminine. And I think that might be something that people are like, that's weird. I don't know, maybe not. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think Kurt's one of the most emotional dudes I know. He comes across as very stoic.
Garrett too,
and like, not hard, I wouldn't say, but just together.
Yeah.
But like, I've seen that man cry dozens and dozens of times.
Love that.
And I fucking love it. Yeah. I don't want him to be a permanent crying machine and tell me his feelings all the time, because then that just fucks up the polarity.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is nice when he tells me what's really going on and gets super fucking vulnerable.
I agree.
That's hot.
Yes, 1000%. Yeah.
Please don't do that all the time, because I'm the one that's going to be doing that. For sure. I need you to be the contain, you know, hold it down. But yeah, like, or else like, I feel like you can't really get deep, you know?
Yeah.
When you're kind of living a surface level relationship and you never really like go there.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's something that I don't like. The reason I shared it is because the other day I wanted to share it online, but then I'm like, what are people going to think of me? And so kind of like blends with what we talked about. But I mean, sometimes I'm like, I don't have to share everything online. I don't want everybody to know everything about me.
For sure.
You know, that's one that I really feel like
I'm like, now my brain's just going, all right, favorite sex position. Do you have a favorite sex toy? Are we going to go there? I feel like we have to now. I might chop it out, but for right now.
It's just like a vibe with like bunny ears.
There's like a name for that. I don't know shit about sex toys. Somebody asked me. No, because, okay, here's the thing. No.
I love sex toys.
No, I do too, but I don't know the name of anything.
Oh, me either.
And I don't even know what I don't know. Kirk just fucking works his magic, and I'm like, I'll receive.
There you go.
He's like, oh yeah, I went to the store. I'm like, great. What'd you bring me?
No, I've always been somebody who, like, by my first apartment in San Antonio, like the lady at the sex store knew me.
I love that.
So
see, that's why you're so that's why we're artists and creatives, because we have so much sexual energy.
This is true.
They are the same.
This is true.
They are the same.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to end it. Bri, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
I love you, dude.
This was great. I had a great time.
Yeah,
thank you for having me.
So fun. Yeah. And we'll have you on again.
Yes, let's do it.
Like, okay, so this is the final question.
Okay.
The next time you come on the show,
okay,
what do you want to have manifested?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Future tense. So you remember how we did the scripting at the pool in Cabo?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, okay, so tell us in the past tense. Like, oh yeah,
so I flew to Cabo last week, and a friend of mine was hosting a retreat, and so she flew me there, and I did like a whole styling session, and it was really badass. And so many women like left feeling like more of themselves with their style, and yeah, it was fun.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I see this for you. Traveling with these people to
and I had like 20 bags because I had to bring all my stuff, and so the chauffeur was mad, but it happened. He got me there. Yeah, we made it work.
You have an assistant now, right?
I don't. Oh, I do. I do have an assistant now. Yeah. She came with me.
Yeah.
It made it so much easier.
She held all the bags.
Yeah.
Or helped you with the bags anyways. Yeah. And I feel like you're getting so much press, and like,
yes,
people are like really starting to like know who you are.
Mm-hmm. Love that for me.
I love that for you too. You're glowing. Oh, I love you, dude. Thanks for coming on. And we'll see you soon on the show.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for all this to be manifested.
I agree.
All right.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.